Hello, welcome back to part 3 of this 10 years, 10 lessons extravaganza. I really wanted to document this, not only for you, but for me as well, and really assess what's been working, what hasn't, what I want to keep hold of, what I want to release. And I guess as I think about the next 10 years of my coaching journey, not only as a coach, but as a coachee, as somebody who absolutely loves self-development, it's been a really interesting process. So number 3 is about being open to it all, and then being discerning about where you go next. So I've had 2 experiences of this. The first was 20 years ago and some when I started. So I went to drama school when I was 18. And those 3 years were very immersive. You learn everything, many different kinds of techniques and tools and playwrights and telly and singing and dancing and stage and theatre, and it was almost like going into some kind of fun house and you just didn't know what was round the corner next. But what that did was it gave me such an enormous toolbox of exercises and things and techniques to play with. Likewise with the coaching, when I embarked upon it, as I've mentioned, I decided to do it in a year. And around that, there was so much information. I read so many different books. I observed stuff. I did other additional courses. I watched other people, how they built their business. And within that as well, I really took on lots of the coaching tools that I would be able to use in any industry. So you're taught the principles of coaching and how to act within that with full integrity and ethics, etc. But it was really interesting noticing and also giving myself permission to then make a decision about what I wanted to take forward. And this situation happens a lot in life. And it's a very important stage of moving into your own version of what it is. Because especially if you're in a helping capacity or a creative or you're an empath, it can be really easy to absorb other people's techniques and energies and the way that they do something. And the important thing along the way is for you to be able to decide, so therefore, what is my version? Because we're not doing copycat stuff here. And I've seen it so often, and you can almost smell it a mile off, because you can sense that that is coming from a copy and pasted version rather than from their soul, from their heart, and from their own ideas in that way. And so I've got my notes here just to support me. What I encourage you to do, even if you're not going from learning into professional, maybe you're just feeling like you're embarking on the next chapter for you, I want you to really think about what you want to take with you. And this could be a list of your rules and regulations, your ethos, the way that you want to do things. And one of the things that I noticed in both the drama school experience and the coaching, when I was in full-on learning mode, I really learned to listen to my body, because my body would say, ooh, no, I don't want to do that. No, thanks. That does not feel good. And I'd seen that in, I guess, both coaches and mentors and teachers. And sometimes it was just something about the way that they conducted their group session. And maybe that was plucking somebody from the audience and enjoying making them uncomfortable, because that's where, that's where the transformation exists. None of that is for me. We're dealing with people here. We're not sure what they're bringing to the table. And therefore we must act with kindness and compassion and with really strong boundaries. And so what I want you to do as an exercise from today is to make that list first and foremost. What's in, what's out? What are you taking forward? What's really important about your personal brand, the way that you do things? And maybe that's about asking how you want to conduct yourself, how you want to show up. Maybe that's what you want people to say about you. And maybe that could be on a very practical level, but also it could be what would be the surprising things that people would gain from working with you. And then make a firm choice to say no more to the stuff that does not work from you. Because I know so many of us have these hangovers of experiences that we've been with before. Like, but a teacher said, I should do this. I certainly have it from drama school where, yes, but in order to do X, Y, and Z, you should never do X, Y, and Z. And actually, a lot of that information now, because 20 years has gone by, is outdated. And so what I need to do is I need to make sure that I am operating from a place that I know why I am doing that. And this will help you in so many different ways, because actually what you don't want to be is somebody that talks about everybody else's business that doesn't work. Sometimes I had this when I was an agent and I was interviewing potential actors. And I would say, tell me about yourself, tell me what you want to do. And I was really excited for their career. And they'd spend the first half of the meeting saying all of the things that they didn't like about their previous or their current agent, or what they did wrong, or a teacher once told them X, Y, and Z. And it brought all of their baggage. And what can happen is if you've got all of these outdated systems or you've borrowed a bit of something, it can just all feel quite messy. So today is your invitation to do things in a way that feel really, really good. Because I tell you what, once you do, it will feel great for you. Now, that's not to say that everybody will like your way of doing it. And actually, a lot of people won't. But that's cool as well. That's absolutely fine, because there's plenty of space in this industry for so many different types of business. But we can only work on the things that we can control, essentially. And this is a really great thing that you can do, especially if you're feeling a bit stuck or you feel like you're not quite getting the results that you want. Go back to you. Go back to your ethics, your ethos, why you do what you do, and really clean up all of that stuff so you can then serve, you can be in a conversation, you can engage, and it can feel really great. If you want to find out more, if you want to go into more of this work, you can go to my workshops page or my programs page. There's a really great program all about building your online digital home, which might be a great one if you're looking at reassessing things. You can work with me personally, nickyraby.com/work with me. Or you can get access to the Everything one, which is a combination of my resource library of everything that I have, but also you get a one-on-one session in there. But it's all on my website, nickyraby.com. And any questions, let me know. Love to hear what's going on for you, or if there's an aha moment. It's all confidential, etc. I'll see you for part 4.